This one's definitely tougher, yeah. This one is like much harder than the first two, I think.
We are living together and we were like, oh, we are gonna enjoy it so much. You can just take your break whenever you want. And after a while, you really want to see people, meet them. Yeah.
It's tiring.
Yeah.
What's the pros and cons you think of it?
I mean, you kind of get to know yourself a little bit more, don't you? Because you're in your own company more than anyone else's, I suppose. So probably that's the pros of it. I like my own company.
The positive thing about LockDown is you are able to spend more time with your loved ones at home. But at the same time, in the process of getting to spend time with them, you get to know few things that you don't know before.
Right. Have you any vague examples, do you?
Like, there are some things that, like, you talk about, like, for, let's say, 5-10 minutes before. But now you can talk about it for, like, 1 hour, 2 hours, non-stop,
Probably not been able to go anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is probably the only place I can go to. I can't go with my friends. I can't go to the pub. Can't do anything. So that's kind of the bad side of it. But at the end of the day, you kind of have to adapt to it, I suppose.
There's a demand for more sex. Just because you are available.
So there's a constant demand for that just because you're at home, is it?
Yeah, there's a constant demand for sex.
And how do you deal with that? Is that not a good thing, or?
You see, it's good in a way and it's not good in a way. You understand what I'm saying? Because now, if you have to be like having sex in the morning, in the afternoon, basically midnight you want to have sex again, demanding for it again, then it's not good.
I really, really miss the museums and the art galleries.
Going to a place and not necessarily knowing who you're going to bump into.
I'm in third year of college right now, so the nights out, definitely, yeah.
What do I miss most? Clubbing.
Clubbing? How come?
That's the only way I get to, like, dance. I love dancing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I get to dance and, I always wait for Friday. And if I say I want to dance at home, it won't be like when you are in the club, you already have like 2 or 3 beers, your body is charged. We are having fun. There's no time to have fun anymore now. So you just have to walk around, roam about the street.
I think because there's less open spaces, it's kind of ironic because we have more congestion. For example, St. Anne's Park on the weekend is absolutely packed. And I felt that people are maybe more open to having conversations that they otherwise wouldn't have because they don't have the outlets of the pubs.
Right, so the green can be the new dance floor in some ways.
Yeah, now I think the pub is definitely a better environment, but you got to work around. You can't suppress a common human drive,
I think it was always appropriate. I would probably rather be approached rather than on a night out, because there's always like drinking, drugs or whatever involved in it. So people aren't really sober and they always have smart comments to make or something like that. But in the supermarket, it's kind of like your own, like you're doing it out like going out your own will to do it. You know what I mean? So I'd rather that even without Corona.
I do talk to strangers a lot and I love saying hello to people. I just go around saying hello to people, but they all think I'm weird, so I would not advise it.
Right, so you don't get positive feedback when you say hello to them?
Only from old men. Old men love me a lot. Like, we have a bond.
I wouldn't, and also it's still personal space, so I wouldn't really want someone to approach me in a supermarket at the moment, definitely not, or like a public space or anything. In a nightclub, yeah, but not like in a park or in a cafe or something, definitely not.
You would approach them?
Yeah.
So you would approach, and so you wouldn't feel like, if you like someone, you would approach this person?
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not gonna jump and but yeah, like why not?
Just start talking, just start showing interest,
Yeah.
And then of course, if the interest is mutual, then you can start building something.
Yeah.
Where you can also be more feminine and just give signals and have the guy come over.
Show us.
Because the guy likes to take the lead, so just give a little hint.
What are the signals?
You know,
avoid too much?
Eye contact
Show-
and smile.
There's a lot of people in the world.
Honesty and really going after what you want, maybe.
Maybe I think we all care more about what other people think than we care to admit.
I feel like people get so caught up in like, oh my god, everyone's going to find out he didn't like me back or whatever, but no one's thinking that. It's all just in your head, I think.
Why do you think that fear is built into us?
I think because we always wanted to be accepted, and everyone in the society wants to be accepted and loved.
Stop focusing on dating, go and live your life and attract the type of people you want around you.
This is a Sanctuary, some call it a love factory. Welcome to Dub Actually.